And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
Well, like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here? Is this is this really happening? You met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
But you're more in the category like Luther Rickman, Arnold, okay?
My man. Okay. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go outplace everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go, we head to Kroger's and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum.
Basically everyone needs to stand Besides, I can't
Oh, God! And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog.
Yeah. White House put out a thing that said only 10 people to gathering spots.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I just realized that I... Sound is on. Sound is on. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Okay, so can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
how do you teach me something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you gotta get the smile. Smile going on some shoes, but.
2 minutes. Wait, hold up. I gotta try this with you.
When it's time to laugh,
I gotta try this with you.
Think of something funny and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something. To that.
Beautiful.
Wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right. Welcome back. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. It is about a little after 5 o'clock. Woo! What a day. That's all I'm going to say. What a day, what a day. Anyway, there's so many things that are going on, so many news, so many things that have just recently dropped as far as the news, new breaking news, new things that are going on all over the country. It's about to get crazy right now, and I gotta be honest, I don't even know what to do with myself personally because of all this news. I don't know how to take it. I don't know how to take all this in. You know, it's a very scary thing right now. What's going on? Slowly but surely, we are going in waves of things like, you know, one moment it's hey, we're gonna close schools. The next minute it's bars and restaurants only doing takeout and deliveries, and then now we're in a situation where curfews are starting to be added in, and it's nuts. It's absolutely crazy, and I don't know what to tell you. It's a crazy thing right now. Shaniqua on YouTube just said, "I'm standing outside watching people going wild." Yeah, it is. It's a scary thing. People are literally losing their minds. They don't know what to do with themselves. And like I said, we're going to be talking about all of that, all the breaking news, and Idris Elba? No, not our black James Bond. But we're going to talk about that in a little bit too, because damn it, that's so frustrating and it breaks my heart. But what brings me joy is that I do have my brothers on Skype call with me right now. We got Jackie Buck the Turd and Tommy Boy. What's good?
Hey, man. What's up, Tom? What's up, Pascal?
Sup, man? Sup, man? What's been cracking, y'all? I mean, you know, it's only been a few hours, but how's it going? You know what I mean? How you doing?
Same old. Preparing for the end of the world. You know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. You know, we're all going to die.
Oh, my God. Tom, you're not allowed to say that, man.
Yeah, I am.
You're not allowed to say that, man.
Oh, yeah, no. It's end times, man.
You gotta,
feels like it. It just seems like it.
You got to stay positive, man. We are not here for that.
Times.
We are not here for any of that mess. You know what I'm saying? We are not here for that. All right? Just saying that out loud. We are not here for that. But anyway, there's a lot of things that are going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of crazy stuff. And yes, Shaniqua, yes, take it day by day. Take every day, one step at a time. It is, like I said, just this whole situation is madness, and I don't even know. Like I said, I don't even know what to tell you. You know, it's one new thing after the next. It's more chaos than you can even think of. It's insane. But I'll tell you this, we do have a lot of people that are going to be calling in, Skyping in, and talking about all kinds of stuff today. It's going to be a busy one with a lot of Skype calls coming through. We got Kyle Swanson that's going to be he's going to be Skyping in here in a little bit, and we have a therapist by the name of Tracy McGee. She'll be Skyping in as well to talk about all things about health, mental health, the whole nine, what to do during these times of being locked up. And we're gonna have a very good discussion, you know, this evening. I'm actually really glad that we're doing a live show for the second time today. And like I said, if this is your first time checking out this show, please go hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Facebook, please go hit that like button on our Facebook page, or take the time, venture on over to our YouTube channel and crush that subscribe button. We do have a live feed over there as well. I don't know what Tom is doing right now. He's too busy petting a weird furry tail that's just going
That's
in and
right.
out. I don't know what the hell that is all about. But anyway, I am definitely wanting to see what we can do in regards to. Hold on, sorry guys. Oh, come on. This thing's acting funny. All right. Yes, there we go. I definitely want to talk about a little bit more about the things that are going on, the new news that has been going down as far as like everything that's been going on recently. It's a scary, obviously it's been crazy. New breaking news every 5 seconds. So I'm gonna throw it over to the guys over here because they got some information. So let's have at it, guys.
Yeah, Tom, you said you were mentioning some things. You go ahead and let me know what you've heard so far today.
There's IDRIS ELBA. He's tested positive earlier today.
Yes.
So, well, I sure enjoyed his career, and it's just a shame that
Oh, no,
it's
that's
over.
I'm upset. I'm not gonna lie, I'm upset.
It's terrible. Idris
I'm
Elba's
upset.
got it. He's gonna be fine, but I
Gotta
don't think there's a healthier looking man on the planet.
No kidding.
Right.
But, well, you know, I do have a video of that, but I can't show it right now because that's why I was like, I will talk about that one, guys. But
Okay.
we will talk about that one here in a second. What else is going on? I know that New Jersey just.
let's
I know
see.
that New
We
Jersey
have some
just.
big news.
I know that New Jersey just dropped their curfew. They're now doing a curfew at 8 p.m. starting tonight, if I'm correct, because they're hoping to flatten the outbreak of this coronavirus. That's some interesting news as well, and that just happened within the last few hours. That news. So what else? What else is there?
And then you got the Bay Area. 6 counties in the Bay Area, including San Francisco County, are going on shutdown for 3 weeks.
Wow.
Starting Tuesday. They have a legal order directing their residents to stay home for 3 weeks.
Really?
Only essential services businesses will be open, and they'll have reduced hours. I think I read somewhere 6 hours, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, it sounds like San Francisco Bay Area is just shut down entirely for 3 weeks starting tomorrow.
Unbelievable.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna have a huge impact on the entire economy out there.
Yeah.
Restaurants and bars and stuff are gonna be shut down. They said restaurants can still do pickup orders and drive-through. So I imagine things like Uber Eats and places like that will probably be in full demand. On and doing pickup food orders. You know, I was seeing too here that there's 2 Democrats that were trying to put together a bill that would try to do, instead of just putting money towards the stock market people and the big business, to actually get money into Americans' hands. And anybody that would qualify, they said about 3/4 of Americans would qualify for this, but they're trying to put together basically a tax incentive. They're actually sending out checks to people in the mail from $1,000 up to $6,000. I think it was floated to be $1,000 per adult in the household and up to $500 per child in the household.
Wow.
That would be sent out, and they would try to get that pushed through here in the next, next few weeks to have those checks started being cut. It would be based off of how much income you made over last year. I believe the number was at like $56,000 or less.
Wow. Wow.
So that's pretty big impact if that goes through.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, no kidding. Who wouldn't, right? Who wouldn't take
Right.
that? Shaniqua says that she's in Oakland, California, and she says the Bay Area curfew is midnight.
Midnight.
Yeah,
Wow.
the Bay Area curfew
Past
is midnight.
doing other stuff. It's usually not that good.
No, you're not. You're up to no good anyway at that point. Or you're trying to go to a club or a bar. You're trying to get liquored up and you're trying to get laid. Let's just keep it straight funky up in this piece.
I like going to White Castle at that time. I don't know if they got White Castle out there, but that's usually what I'm doing out at that time.
Right. Or like, I think it's Crystals. Ain't it Crystals or something like that out there?
Yeah.
I think it's
Crystals out
Crystals.
there? All
Something
right.
like that. You know the square sandwich that looks like a slider but makes you want to poop really bad the next day. Yeah, that White Castles or Crystals, whichever version you got. Just you know, just click and drag the burger underneath that name, and you got yourself a White Castle type spot.
Right.
But yeah, well, I mean, obviously there's been new developments in regards to President Trump. I've taken the test as well, and saying that it came back negative.
Right.
I know that we talked about it. We tapped a little bit on that earlier today, which is, we'll see if he's actually telling the truth about all that.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
tests come back
well,
with false positives too.
yeah. How would you tell if he had it or didn't? I mean, he's always heavy breathing and sniffling all the time, and you know, it might be hard to tell with him.
Facts. That is
Yeah.
most definitely facts.
I
Yeah.
don't wish it upon anybody.
No.
I wish it on a few people. Come on, let's be realistic.
You
I
wish it
didn't
on a
realize
few
you were
people.
Saint Jack Buck the Third over there, right?
Yeah.
But the turd.
You know, I just you know, karma, right? That's,
Right.
Yeah.
Karma. Anyway, we're going to go into a quick commercial break, but when we come back, I'll be talking with Kyle Swanson of KTS Predator Hunters. We'll be right back. See you guys in a minute. Bye. All right, welcome back, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are back at it again. We got a very special human being with us right now. He runs an organization called KTS Predator Hunters. He gets those pedophiles off them streets and off of your kids' social medias and everything. Please welcome my brother, Kyle Swanson, to the house. What's good, man?
What's going on, dude?
Man, same old thing, same old thing. What's been popping with you, man? What's been good? I mean, how are you holding up in regards to this whole coronavirus thizang?
Well, I mean, made me kind of nervous. I've come down with a little cold and cough right now, so I'm hoping it's just a cold or allergy. So we'll see.
Right. Isn't it funny how this is like how we're feeling right now, like the little sniffles and all that stuff? I mean, this is this is typically what happens when the season changes. When you know, like right around springtime is when everybody gets a little sniffle, a little cough, a little whatever. And now it's like somebody, you know, you do that one little thing. Now everyone's like, oh my God, is he dying? He has coronavirus, which sucks. And it's kind of like, no, man, I'm just here. I'm just living, man. I am just LIVIN, you know?
But with KTS, dude, we're not kind of really focusing on predators right now. I think our focus is on helping the public. And,
right on.
We actually set up a phone line. So, you know, a lot of people are saying they're in need of a lot of stuff right now. You know, a lot of people can't get baby wipes, diapers, especially for kids.
Right.
So we just set up a phone number. It's 618-803-6113. And you can call in anonymously, leave a voicemail to us. We probably won't answer. You can even text that. Tell us what you need, and we're going to do our best to try to get it out to people too.
Right.
I'm also working on a local location for a drop-off for donations, like a business that's going to be helping us. So if you have extra things, you can drop it off there, and if you call in, we can see if we have it, and you can come pick it up for free. No
That's
questions
amazing.
asked. So I think that's going to be our main focus right now. I mean, I don't want to be meeting up with random people right now, so definitely was focused on the pandemic and what's going on, because it's a crazy world out there, and that's something you only see on movies, and it's becoming a reality for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, 618-803-6113. It'd be cool if someone could put that in the comments too.
Of course, of course. And of course, anybody who's listening, especially all you KTS supporters out there, if you're watching right now, please, by all means, spread the word. If you can, that would be really, really great. But aside from that, because that's really great that you're giving back as much as you can and trying to help out.
Yeah.
Aside from that, obviously you guys are known for hunting sexual predators. So I hate to go into that a little bit, but I gotta ask, because this is the time that a lot of kids are going to be on their phones. A lot of kids are going to be hanging out, doing a whole lot of stuff, just bored out of their skulls, trying to figure out what the next thing is. And so I guess it's like, what are some things that you would recommend to parents out there in regards to keeping their kids safe from said predators?
I think the biggest thing right now is, like you said, everybody's going to be bored. Technology is going to be the go-to for most kids right now. Monitor kids' stuff. There's an app that I did found that I was going to mention to you. It's called Circle. If you go on there, you can literally choose anything that's connected to the internet in your house. It could be your Xbox, TVs, anything. You monitor everything, the mirrors, everything your kids are doing. You can block apps like TikTok. Like it'll put all the apps out there, and you can block TikTok. You can make their Wi-Fi to their phones shut off at like 7:15. I think that's the biggest thing. It costs a little bit of money, but it's worth it.
Right.
So I mean, and it always tracks your location. So just be that parent, track your locations, and be that annoying parent. It's especially at a time like this, people are gonna get crazy. I don't trust anybody right now. I went to Walmart just about an hour ago, dude, and people are nuts. Yeah. And just pedophiles are gonna get even worse.
Yeah. It's getting dangerous out there, especially like just a couple days ago, two guys got into a fight in St. Peter's over a bottle of bleach, and one of the guys got shot.
Yeah, there was a fight over bread over here in Godfrey. So, I mean, and just think, if people are willing to fight over bread and shit, what are they going to do when they're on the internet talking to a child right now?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's scary, dude. It's very scary.
Especially during the time, like idle hands is the devil's plaything or something like that. So, I mean, I just keep thinking, I get very concerned about what could possibly happen when your child is sitting there having some time on their hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, just out of pure boredom, or they're tired of playing video games or whatever. I get very concerned about that for sure.
Yeah, tomorrow we do launch a YouTube series. It's called KTS Tech Tips.
Yes.
And our first episode is about TikTok. And the guy that's doing it is a software engineer. I got to see the video. It is professionally made, and it digs into TikTok like crazy. And I suggest, it's about 10 minutes long, and I suggest everybody tune in tomorrow and look at it, and you're going to be surprised at the things that we can dig up and how to protect your kids on it too. And we're going to go over almost every app that we can find. Once a week, we're going to post a video, and I think that's going to be something big to look into while we're doing this quarantine stuff, and it's going to answer a lot of questions that you keep asking me as well. Absolutely,
man. And I appreciate you, Skyping in and dropping some knowledge and letting us know that you are doing something outside of just catching the predators. You're actually giving back to the community even more, and then some. I know the number just got put down on the Facebook feed. That's 618-803-6113. Again, that's 618-803-6113 for any person out there that is wanting to that needs help. The whole nine. And then Tracy on Facebook just said if you guys can please leave some links, because I'm sure she'd want to get involved or help out, or I'm sure she's curious as to how she could be involved or help out with you guys as well. But again, if anybody's out there that needs help outside of catching a predator, please call 618-803-6113. And of course, check out Kyle's new tech series that's going to be coming out tomorrow. So be sure to check that out. That's going to be really fantastic. I think it's going to be really, really great, because I know for a fact that, yeah, every time you come on the show, I'm like, what's that new thing? What's that new app? What's that new tech? You know?
We were also, we started a campaign to change the Missouri law. We just launched it, and I'm going to have somebody in my group put it in your comments right now. It's a petition. We want as many people to sign as possible. It's going to help protect more kids in Missouri, and we're planning on changing that law within all 50 states. So far we got about 900 signatures, but we need a lot more than that. It's going to help protect, when a pedophile talks to one of our guys, it's going to help us lock these people up easier. So if you guys see that link come in the comments, please go on there. It takes 2 seconds to sign up. You just put your name on there and your state. You can be out of Missouri and everything, and that's going to help us out a lot too. It's a big thing that we need shared around, especially if we want to put these guys away a lot longer too.
Absolutely, man.
My team wanted me to mention that, and I almost forgot.
Yeah, they're like, you better not forget this, man. You better not forget. There's also something that I also want to throw out as well. It was just a clip from earlier this morning's show. I think it's really important to share to the people who are actually tuning in right now. I had somebody on who owns a healthcare service called Love's Healthcare Services. Natalie Love was on, and we had a quick conversation about just sanitizing and how to stay clean and how to not, contract the virus. So I wanted to show you guys this video real quick, because it's just a little recap of earlier this morning. And so here it is.
Virus is airborne, so if it gets in your skin or in your nares or in your mouth, you have more of a risk of getting the virus. But is it going to stop you if you're next to somebody that already had the virus? No, it's not. Okay. So it's not a 100% proof of not getting any type of virus. This is kind of like having the flu. It's the same process. So if you're around somebody in your household who has it, the key is to make sure that you sanitize as much as possible. Yes, cover your hands. Yes, cover your face. But like everything you've seen in all the shows, are you running out getting face masks? Is that going to stop you? No, it is not going to stop you. The key is if you know somebody that has been sick or you yourself are feeling symptoms, you go to the hospital. You make sure that you get checked out, and then you quarantine yourself so everybody else doesn't get that virus and that virus doesn't spread.
So there you have it. I mean, I just wanted to make that a quick reminder to everybody who's watching right now on how important it is to just keep your hands clean, maintain distance if you can, and if you run out of disinfectant, bleach, the whole nine, good old-fashioned water and soap can go a very, very long way, okay? There's no need for us to get all crazy and starting to hurt each other and all that. There's no reason for someone to get shot and killed over a bottle of bleach, okay? It's ridiculous, Jolene just said to you, Kyle, on Facebook, says, Kyle, my team and I are always here for you if you need us to answer calls or anything. We have a Zello channel for Convo, as well as we have a Zello channel for Convo as well to help people during this time. So there you have it.
Definitely get in contact with us on our page, and we can definitely use the help at this time too. Absolutely, man. We are here. We are all here. This is the reason why I'm utilizing this platform to send the message out there, get the word out there to everybody who's in St. Louis and beyond.
that we are all in this together, and we are going to get through this. We shall prevail. You know what I mean? We shall overcome this stuff. This is nothing. This is absolutely
protect yourself.
Nothing.
It's not the virus we should be worried about. It's the people. You know what I'm saying, man? Like I told you earlier, buy some ammo. I'm definitely worried about the people, but what they're saying now, the numbers like I shared with you earlier. I don't know if you saw the article I sent you about the curve.
Oh, I saw it.
But,
I most definitely saw it.
100 million cases in America alone, and the death rate today went up to 8%. It's not even at 7% now; it's over 8%. They're saying 100 million people. That's 800,000 deaths.
Right.
Could be more, or 80 million actually. Something. No, I'm 800,000. That's not much wrong too.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good, man. I mean, it's a scary time. I mean, this is the time where we all just need to work together, and we all have to cooperate, and we all have to realize that resources are. I mean, I don't think resources are going to get scarce as long as people don't hoard. I think it's really ridiculous that everyone is hoarding. They'll get as many as many rolls and packages of toilet paper as they can, and it's kind of like, what are you doing? You're gonna poop all day? You ain't pooping that much. You really don't need that much. You don't poop that much. You know what I'm saying?
I'm running out of toilet paper, man. So if anybody has toilet paper, I could use some help.
I'm just saying, holla at your boy, man. I mean, shoot. Dang, man. Like, this is we ain't about this life, man. You know?
Rochelle just asked you a question. So TMZ is saying that San Francisco is on lockdown for 3 weeks or 24 hours. But it's not 24 hours, is it?
Well, which one? Who?
San Francisco is on lockdown for 24 hours for 3 weeks.
It is yeah, we just talked about it. It is on lockdown for 3 weeks. Yes. But their curfew, because I have somebody on our YouTube channel watching as well. Shaniqua is in San Francisco, or she's in Oakland right now, and she said that the curfew is at midnight. So the Bay Area, they're on lockdown to a certain extent, but they're still having curfew at midnight. Gotcha. Whereas New Jersey has just come out with a curfew at 8 p.m. I don't know I don't know why the difference between those two. I don't understand why San Francisco's midnight and New Jersey, the whole state of New Jersey, is 8 p.m. That's one thing I don't get. But that's the situation that we're in, and that's the situation where we have at hand right now. You know what I mean? But
supposedly Atlanta's going under lockdown too. So
yeah,
it's coming. It's going to be nationwide here soon.
Oh, it's going to be. It's going to be. I mean, everyone. This is what I was saying. I was saying this on Facebook. I was saying this on YouTube. I was just saying this a few days ago. The whole country is about to go on lockdown, and everyone thinks that I'm trying to say this in some weird, like, conspiracy theorist type of way. I'm not. I'm just breaking down what I'm seeing on what's going on overseas. And overseas is saying one thing. Overseas, they're all doing the same thing. They're all doing those little waves, to the point where they're taking little things, little freedoms from you, to the point where suddenly you don't have any freedoms anymore. All those things are gone. You see what I'm saying? It's necessary, but they're doing them in waves, slowly, in small increments, because they don't want everyone to freak out. You see what I'm saying? So it is definitely.
News just came across my screen saying that U.S. is reporting 1,000 new cases and 20 new deaths over the last 2 hours.
Repeat that one more time.
It just says this is coming from MSNBC. It said USA reporting 1,000 new cases and 20 new deaths in the last 2 hours.
Oh my dear God. And then, in Italy, just last night, I think there was over 300 people, 300 deaths last night or yesterday.
Yeah, just updated within the last 18 hours in Italy, there's 349 deaths. So, I mean, people need to, I'm tired of, one thing I'm tired of is hearing people compare it to the flu or any other disease.
Yeah.
People need to start realizing the flu has been around for over 2,000 years, and we've known about it since modern medicine, and it has had its chance to evolve, and we have vaccines for it, but this is a new disease, and we know nothing about it. We don't know if it's going to last in the summer. But what they're saying right now is if you look at the hot states, California, Florida, Texas, that's where the big epicenters are right now. And it's surviving in the hot weather. And the other strain of coronavirus lasted in the Middle East and has been there for over 20 years.
Wow.
And so to think it's going to die down in the summer is a joke right now. It's not dying. You watched Joe Rogan, didn't you? You heard what the doctor said.
Oh yeah.
It's scary, man.
I mean, like he was saying, like it's just gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. And then Trump even just recently said that he doesn't see. He says, "Oh, the worst will be over by July or August." July or August? So we got to go through this whole thing for 4 some odd months? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my Lord, oh my goodness. You know, we're gonna be going through some things. You know.
Yeah, I'm not going to go by my parents right now at all. I'm not going to risk it, dude.
It's terrible.
I talked to my dad on the phone earlier. He's like, "You want to come over here? You can." I was like, "I'm not going to do that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had other things. I had other plans to do a whole bunch of other things today, and I did not even do them because it involved other people, and I'm going, okay, I can't risk that right now. I just personally can't. But anyway, Kyle, thank you so much for calling in, man. I really appreciate it. We got to get going. I got another Skype call with Tracy McGee. She's going to be, she's a therapist. I'm going to be talking with her here very shortly. So anyway, we got to go into a quick commercial break. Be sure to check out Kyle's organization, his website, his Facebook page is KTS Predator Hunters. They do amazing stuff, and they're wanting to give back and help the community. People are really in need, and there's going to be more and more people in need. So be sure to check his stuff out. Very talented and wonderful human being. We got to go into a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
You're going to perform tonight. I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, "I love Pascal" on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Image a nation, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Nowhere will you find more selection, greater style, or a more colorful collection of the finest mink, chinchilla, fox, and sable coats, jackets, wraps, and accessories than the Fur Center. Now until January 7th, save up to 80% off. Stop in today for the best selection.
You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
All right, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, we got a lot of great individuals coming in and out of the shows. If this is your first time checking out my show, please go and click that like button on our Facebook page. I'm also on YouTube. We are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously right now. So please click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. If you don't mind, go over there. Just go over there. YouTube.com/The Pascal Show and crush that subscribe button and keep watching. Be a part of the discussion. We're all in this together. I have therapist Tracy McGee with us right now. How are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so much for coming in and being a part of the show today.
Thank you for having me. I'm doing well, trying to do well.
Yes, so tell me.
Maintaining calmness.
Maintaining calmness, you said?
Yes.
That's good. So let me ask you then. Obviously, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of different things that we need to talk about. There's a lot of things that we can wrap our minds around, right? And of course, before I go into dive into this conversation with you, I do have to throw out to everybody who's watching right now, please, by all means, comment down below if you have any questions for Miss Tracy McGee. We will ask it live on the show, and she will answer it for you, because I know there's a lot of things going on in everybody's minds right now. I know a lot of people are concerned, a lot of people are scared, you know what I mean? And they want answers. And I know that there's a lot of answers that you personally can't answer, because you're not a specialist and you're not the coronavirus. So, but I know that there's a lot of people that want to know as far as like what they can do in regards to just finding that sanity, finding solace within themselves. Because right now is very scary. It's probably the most stressful time ever. Worse, if not worse than 9/11. So let's just start from the bare bones. Like, as far as the stress that's going on with everyone, what do you recommend? Like, what do you recommend in regards to people just finding ways to relieve that stress?
Well, I pulled up a couple of tips, because I think that right now what we're dealing with is a lot of families are at home. A lot of families are together. And when you're together and you're not normally together during this time of the day or during this time of a season, you're trying to wonder, what do we do with each other? How do we maintain this calmness, like I said before? When you're talking about children, specifically, because I deal a lot with children, one of the main things we can do as adults is to model calmness. Our kids are a reflection of us. So if they see that we are stressed and we're constantly talking about this over and over again, then they are going to start behaving in such a way. So we have to let them know that everything is okay, that we're in control, because our children look to us for security. Not just the children, but our teenagers do as well. The other thing we can do is reframe our words. Instead of saying, oh, we're stuck in the house, look at things you can do while you're in the house. That's another thing. A lot of times we are constantly looking at this from a negative perspective. But being at home is your safe space. So what can you do in your safe space? Make sure that your kids understand that, number one, we're all here together, and that's a good thing. Number three, listen actively to what it is that these kids are saying. Listen to one another. Because many times our people say, no one's listening to me. That's why we're so connected on social media, because we can go out and we can chat and we can type these questions, but we need to start listening. But instead of just listening, also acknowledge and validate what we're hearing, because we're making a lot of jokes about this, and this is not a joking matter. And so we really need to acknowledge how people are feeling, because we're seeing anxiety rise. And that's something that we want to make sure that we do, is to validate one another. Yeah. The other thing is, we got this quarantine, and like you said, it's going to get worse. There's no more going into bars and no schools, and the churches and so many places are closing down. So maybe this is a good time to center yourself and create some quarantine rituals. If your kids are home during the day, wake them up in the morning, make sure they get breakfast, set them up with the routines. Everybody's talking about being online, yes. But also monitor what they're seeing. Because in every room, most people have what? How many TVs are in your house, Pascal?
Enough.
So you know what I'm saying? There's a TV in every room, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And so as a result of that, we got to monitor what's on the screen. And not just what's on the television screen, but what's on the tablets. What's coming up. Breaking news is constantly happening.
Absolutely.
So we got to make sure that we're looking at it from a prevention standpoint instead of a panic standpoint.
Absolutely. So, I mean, as far as like, okay, let me ask you this then, because I know that there's a lot of people. We had a Let's Talk segment yesterday, or earlier this morning, where we talked about the idea of, relationships are going to be put to the test. So what do you say in regards to relationships? There's a difference between cats and dogs, right? Men are for Mars, women are for Venus type thing, right? So I'm curious as to what you would recommend, or what do you think in regards to like cats and dogs and being in one, holed up in one spot 24/7 and dealing with your loved ones. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, we got to look at it. There's a lot of normal structural things that's not happening now. We're not having March Madness. Football's gone. There's so many different things that are the norm that we have to think about, what does this look like? So I think we have to remember that no one holds the key to your happiness but you. And so as a result of that, some of this social distancing may need to happen in your house. You may have to look at ways to really interact with yourself and not feel lonely, but be alone. Because we do get on each other's nerves at certain time frames, and we need to say time out, or I'm going to tap out, I'm going to go to another room, or this is the time to do some solitary, or maybe work on a puzzle. There's times that we can do things together, and there's times that we need to do things alone. But this is the time to set those new rituals for yourself.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, no one needs to be in each other's space 24/7. We all need some quality time by ourselves.
True. And I think that's another thing that some people just don't know about, the importance of having space. Even if you're in a confined space, having that space is very important too. Because I know a lot of people can be very on top of each other all the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so the importance of having that one-on-one or that alone time for yourself is very important too. And I know a lot of people, not everyone lives in a mansion, not everyone lives in some gargantuan home.
Everybody don't have a two-story. Everybody doesn't have a two-story. Everybody doesn't have a family.
Absolutely.
Room.
Absolutely.
And so there's layers.
Right.
We also have to think about our elders who are used to sometimes being alone, and now everybody's in their space.
Right.
Or they want that extra company. So this is the time to cut off the television and maybe work on a puzzle together, or pull out some board games that are sitting in the closet, and do some conversations, or even videotaping each other, creating a lot of fun content that you can later start a YouTube page where maybe your daughter or son was doing by themselves, and now all of a sudden you got a family thing going.
Yeah, I keep saying, like, pick up a new hobby, or learn something new, learn a program, or if all that time you've been wanting to learn how to do this one thing, then use that time to learn that one thing. Or if you've never been a gamer, but you've always wanted to try PlayStation or Xbox or whatever the things people are into now, it's like, okay, maybe you have some extra cash on the side that you can go and buy that. You know what I mean? If you want to learn how to spin it, like you're a DJ, you want to learn how to spin and spin some records, maybe this is the time to give it a shot. You know what I mean? There's so many different things you can do. Learn karate, you learn yoga, learn a new language. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different things you can do to keep your mind occupied and interested, for sure. Is there any other little bits and pieces of advice or tips and tricks that you can give everybody before we send you off?
Well, I think the other thing that we need to talk about is practicing compassion. A lot of things that we're seeing are global, and we need to understand that this is a perfect time for us to come together and to be able to discuss these things with our children, to be more empathetic, but for us to be that way as well. We're looking at the celebrities who are coming out saying, hey, this is impacting us, and that's impacting us. Our children are very social media active, so when they see something like this on social media, like, oh my God, if it happens to him, it can happen to me. But what happens when it does happen to a family member, when it does occur with someone closer to you? So the one thing that you can do is focus on practicing compassion. Everybody does not have the opportunity to see a therapist. I mean, I'm in my office today, but I've literally set everything up for virtual therapy. But that's not an option for everyone. So this is a time to go through your telephone book, maybe delete some negative people, but also contact some people that you haven't spoken to in a while and say, hey, how you doing? Let's have a conversation. Hit me up, and really talk to one another instead of just sending a text message. And I'm guilty of that as well. I'm good at texting, but a lot of times picking up the phone, it's like I just don't have the time. But now we have the time.
Right. Imagine the time when we didn't have text messages. You know what I mean?
Right. The other thing is writing a letter. Get the paper out and write some love letters or write letters to people, and then you can mail them off.
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. There you go. Go old school. Why not? You know, learn some new handwriting or whatever. What is it called? I forget. The shorthand or handwriting?
Calligraphy?
The calligraphy. There we go. Learn some new style of writing or something like that. You know what I mean? Get funky with it.
You know, most of the kids don't know how to cursive write, so this is a good time for the parents to teach our kids how to cursive write.
That's very true. You know what I mean? Shoot. Hey, maybe you can learn. Maybe you could teach a hawk or a bird how to like send scrolls back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You got all this time now. You know what I mean? Get creative.
Look,
get funky.
My dog is looking at us like, what are you guys doing home right now?
Yeah.
But I'm cool. You can let me out as many times as I like.
Exactly. Lucky him then, right? But anyway, Tracy McGee, thank you so much for Skyping in and letting us know about all this stuff. Is there a place that anybody can get in contact with you if they need some guidance, some tips, just an ear to talk to, a person to talk to?
So we're on Facebook. It's the Nia Group, STL, or you can find us on the I Define Me movement. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter, Soulflower Sister, spelled S-I-S-T-A, Soulflower Sister. Awesome. And I thank you for having me, because the message needs to keep getting out there, and we got so much work to do, and this is far from over, but together we're going to make it happen.
Oh, we sure will. I appreciate you Skyping in. Thank you so much. We are going to go into a quick commercial break, but we'll be back with more conversation, more news, and all that stuff. So stay tuned, stay connected, all of that. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye!
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Image a nation, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Nowhere will you find more selection, greater style, or a more colorful collection of the finest mink, chinchilla, fox, and sable coats, jackets, wraps, and accessories than the Fur Center. Now until January 7th, save up to 80% off. Stop in today for the best selection.
You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
All right, welcome back, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It really means a lot. You know how it is. We are out here. We are dealing with all this madness, all this craziness, and all that. I don't know. I'm trying to get my brother. He's on there somewhere. His camera's not on, it looks like. But anyway, we do have my people. There he is. Now, we do have my people in the house back at it again. We got my boy Jack and Tom back into it. What's up, y'all? What's good?
Oh, man, not much.
Yeah.
Watching more of the news. I apologize. My camera makes it look like I'm like a member of the Michigan militia or something. This is
yeah, I don't know.
not a good look here.
Well, I don't know. Aside from that Chiefs logo on your hat, I don't know why you look like you say "Pak the Khan Harvard Yard," like wicked hard, wicked hard. Like you look like you're a Bostonian. You know, you're talking like Boston.
It must be that Irish in me. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Boston. Park the car, Harvard Yard. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, Shaniqua, love you too. James, what's good? Just saw that you arrived. What's good, man? Anyway, welcome to the chaos. Welcome to the circus. Welcome to the news that's going on in the world. Actually, I do have to take you guys down for a second because there is something that's going on. I mean, you know, there is that little video that I gotta show real quick because it is something it just breaks my heart. It's really breaking my heart. So I gotta find this right quick and then cry a little bit, just a tiny bit, once it pops up. But anyway, this is all real.
Can I give you some positive news?
Well, hold on, because let me do this. I'm doing this. Let me do this. Hold on. Let me do this. Okay, so I'm a little upset. I'm a little sad for various reasons, all right? For many, many reasons. But one of the main reasons is that IDRIS ELBA has been tested positive for coronavirus. We have his video where he is talking about it, and I'm trying to pull it up right now. So give me 2 seconds because this thing's acting a dang fool. But yes, IDRIS ELBA.
What's up, guys? So look, this morning.
Oh, of course it's going to be like that.
And
heartbroken.
I got some test results back for coronavirus, and it came back. Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh my Lord!
This
really? It's really going to do that right now? Let's try that again.
Technology.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing
sucks. Listen,
technology sucks.
Sabrina hasn't been tested, and she's doing okay.
Gotta love all that.
I didn't have any symptoms.
I don't know what's going on. Sorry, guys. This thing's acting a dang fool.
Maybe your computer has a virus.
Ah!
You see, because the virus.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you put down. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Thank you so much.
Your computer's not working?
It's freezing up on me, man. But let me try this again. All right.
Hey, what's up, guys? So look, this morning I got some test results back for coronavirus, and it came back positive. Yeah, and it sucks. Listen, I'm doing okay. Sabrina hasn't been tested, and she's doing okay. I didn't have any symptoms. I got tested because I realized I was exposed to someone who had also tested positive. I found out last Friday that they were tested positive. I quarantined myself and got a test immediately and got the results back today. Look, this is serious, you know. Now's the time to really think about social distancing, washing your hands. Beyond that, there are people out there who aren't showing symptoms and that can easily spread it, okay? So now's a real time to be really vigilant about washing your hands and keeping your distance, okay? We've told our families, they're very supportive. We've told our colleagues, and, you know, transparency is probably the best thing for this right now. If you're feeling ill or you feel like you should be tested or you've been exposed, and do something about it, all right? It's really important. Look, we live in a divided world right now. We can all feel it. It's been bullshit. But now's the time for solidarity. Now's the time for thinking about each other. There's so many people whose lives have been affected, from those who have lost people that they love to people that don't even have it and have lost their livelihoods. This is real, all right? I just wanted to share my news with you guys, and I will keep you updated as how I'm doing, but so far we're feeling okay. All right, man, stay positive and don't freak out.
Man, so, my heart's broken. I'm not gonna lie, my heart's broken. You know, he's our national treasure. You know what I'm saying? So well, he's not even our national treasure. He's not even from America, but you know what I'm saying. I'm a little heartbroken. I'm sad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sad. You know, like this is not something that should be happening to good old-fashioned Idris. You know what I'm saying? This is not supposed to be going down for him, man. This is not how it's supposed to be going down. I'm upset. I'm upset, man. I'm not gonna lie. I am very upset. I am very, very upset about it all.
You know it's gonna kick its ass, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not worried about him. I ain't worried about him at all. You know, I think it still sucks. Just like everybody else, it still sucks. I mean, that he's got it, you know. But it obviously is giving everybody, and Debbie, yes, you're right. You know, he's young enough, he'll be fine. And obviously, he's in Hollywood. They're going to be watching him like a mug, you know what I mean? Or he's a celebrity. They're going to be making sure he's okay. I mean, obviously, he's worth lots and lots of money. They're not going to let him just perish that easily. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to be just fine. But what's funny is Waka Flocka Flame was saying that, which, oh my dear Lord, this part is funny. But Waka Flocka Flame was saying that black people can't get it. I'll just wait for it.
I mean,
I'm just waiting for that to sink into my two white correspondents. I'm just trying to see what you had to say about that.
But I don't think that's true.
No, obviously it's not true if Idris Elba got it.
No.
Obviously.
Unless there's something about Idris Elba we don't know.
Right.
Well, yeah, wow. We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there at all.
It's not like that 80s movie where the kid goes to college?
No, that terrible, terrible racist ass movie? No. We ain't talking about that trash. You're talking about Soul Man. You're talking about Soul Man. Yeah. Soul Man. Yeah. Let's forget that. You know what I mean?
Fair.
But what's crazy is that, you know, obviously he just came out with that. And Idris, I mean, come on, man. We love Idris. He's the Black James Bond. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's who he is. He could play anything and we would love it. You know what I'm saying? So it really breaks my heart that he's not doing well. But of course, we hope that he's doing okay. I hope that he gets through it without a problem. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson seem to be doing just fine. They seem to be kicking through it just fine so far.
He just got released from the hospital.
Oh, is that right?
He just got released from the. He just got released from the hospital. You said?
Yep.
That's great.
Yep.
So
I'm assuming he still has to be quarantined, though. You know.
Oh,
yeah,
obviously.
They're just not under
obviously.
Hospital watch anymore.
Yeah,
obviously. Without a shadow of a doubt, they better be. Shoot, they better be quarantined. If they're not, that's a huge problem.
Right.
Don't do us like the dude in St. Louis that went to go get a cup of coffee after they said to stay quarantined with his dumb ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm
not about that life. I am not cool with that at all. Okay. What? What is? Shaniqua said something like, "He'll be all right." Oh, he'll be all right. Look at Trump. He's been around the world and he's fine. That's true. That is very, very true. You know what I mean? Like, we are in a situation where, I mean, it is what it is. But
it is what it is.
I think if you live a healthy lifestyle, you should be able to get through it without any problems. I mean, Idris has contracted the virus, but he has no symptoms. He's not showing off any symptoms right now. So we will most definitely see what happens with what he does. You know, how he turns out with the rest of the thing. The other thing, though, is too, I'm really, really concerned about what's going to happen with, you know, the guy that was surviving, that survived the coronavirus. You know, he's been in a bunch of interviews, like all over the news, all over the place.
From Wuhan?
I don't know if he's not from Wuhan. I don't think he's in America. He's in America. Heavyset guy, white guy. He's been talking about how tough it was to get through it. He keeps saying that he's on the tail end of it. That he feels like he just went through the worst part of it. He should be fine, so on and so forth. But what I'm trying to say here is that if he does not make it, that's when I feel like America should really worry. Because he is literally the poster child for the coronavirus right now as we speak. As far as somebody who has gone through the circle of hell, like through the 7th circle of hell, and has come out. If he does not come out and he perishes, that's when I feel like America is going to start freaking out.
I think they already are.
Yeah, I think everybody's pretty freaked out already.
I'm done, guys. I'm done.
I've got
I'm
some
saying as far as
information
having
about that Bay Area lockdown.
I'm saying as far as just having hope. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm just saying as far as the hope. Saying,
It wouldn't
okay,
happen.
if just as far as like, if I get this, okay, if he made it, I can make it. But if he doesn't make it, I feel like people are going to be very concerned. That's all. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think the death rate for people in our age range is still very, very, very low. So, you know, I mean, it really is mostly just hurting older populations, and you know, and that's horrible. But I mean, people our age, most of the people of our age are taking it pretty well.
Yeah. Well, you know, and like I said, we'll see about that. Morgan just commented on Facebook. She says, a woman just shared from Washington Post that national quarantine is not true, straight from the White House. Unfortunately, people will see this and think there is no need for quarantine. It will happen, and it should happen, people. I couldn't agree more. I think that we are literally on the steps towards actually having that happen. We're slowly moving towards that right now. Slowly. And like I said before, it's all in waves. First wave is all the stuff that we've been seeing. Second wave is the bars and restaurants shutting down. Then it's the curfews. Then I feel like the curfews will start going earlier and earlier in the evening. And then it will be like quarantine, full on. I mean, that's what I personally think. But Tom, you said that you had some information, so go ahead.
I've got a bunch of information here about the San Francisco lockdown, and this is from the San Francisco Business Times. They're saying that San Francisco and 5 other counties in the Bay Area will have an unprecedented shelter order in place starting at 12:01 tonight. It will require most residents to remain at home until April 7th in a desperate attempt to control the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Guidelines are still evolving, but here's what they know. Basically, everything that's an essential business can stay open, like grocery stores, banks, pharmacies, markets, gas stations, hotels, childcare, with up to 12 attendees. Hospitals and other healthcare providers, airlines, taxis, and laundromats can also stay open. People are committed to leave their homes to work in a designated essential business or engage in essential activities such as buying food or seeking medical care for themselves or others. Bars and restaurants are closed. Again, people can leave their house for food, necessary supplies. Public transit will remain open, but outside of essential activities, travel is forbidden. So, I mean, Bay Area is just locked down.
So Bay Area, so Shaniqua on YouTube, Bay Area is locked down, okay? Locked up. So that's lockdown.
Yeah.
Just wait, there's more coming. Illinois is right around the corner. New Jersey is almost there. Washington State is starting to do that, slowly but surely. I don't know why Washington State is so slow, yet they have the highest, they literally have the highest number of deaths in Washington State. That doesn't make any sense.
You know why that was? A big part of that was in Seattle. There was a nursing home that had people that were in there, and somebody came and visited after traveling, and they ended up, I guess, passing the virus along to the person they were visiting. And obviously nursing homes have a higher population of elderly. And there's a group of people in there that all of a sudden, basically, like everyone in the entire nursing home was exposed to it, as well as multiple visitors for like 2 weeks. And people were going in and being like, one of the reporters found out about it, camped out, watched people going in and out, saw how many times the fire trucks and ambulances were coming in because they had gotten wind of it. And then they noticed that there were some people signing in, no one going in with masks or coming out with like, you know, any protective wear on. And what happened is that the firemen that went there, and they were using respirators and they were doing things. What they found out they were doing was actually kind of almost making it worse by, you know, having it passed around almost. And then the firemen, I think there were several of the firemen that ended up getting it from being there. So it, you know, kind of was a ripple effect from there. But it was because it started in a spot that already had such a high incident rate affected type of people. So, you know, it spread from there. There's like 25 deaths within the first week.
Yeah.
And then now there's already still like 79 of them are still being watched. And I don't know how that recovery rate's going to be for the rest of them. So, but and that's how fast. That's the reason why it's an issue. Is that one person can be out, even when we are young. It may not take us down, but you know we may be in contact with it. You go someplace, you touch a doorknob, and now you put it there.
For sure. Exercise caution.
Yeah. At first, they were saying at first that each affected person might infect 1 to 2 to 3 other people, and then they jumped it up and they're like, well, now maybe 10 to 12. And now I'm reading like 25 to 50 people that might be affected by one individual that's been infected.
Absolutely crazy. Yeah, I mean, you're not just worrying about yourself. You know, you're worrying about our parents, you know, our grandparents. All my grandparents are safe from it, safely dead. But, but yeah, parents definitely, you know, you want to keep them safe.
Yeah.
So there is some good news I'm seeing coming out, though.
Oh, there's some good news.
Amazon is looking to hire 100,000 workers to keep up with the surge in orders related to coronavirus.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they're also looking to temporarily raise the pay of all hourly employees by $2 an hour until the end of April. So
that's a big benefit for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge.
I saw another positive thing that was out there. I guess depending on how you look at it, you know how this is affecting all of the major places that people go and watch movies. So movie theaters are being shut down because you can't, you know, convene with more than 10 people now is what the White House is suggesting. And a lot of cities are saying 50 or 500.
Yeah.
But definitely movie theaters are not going to be out there. And so with that, now you're going to see there are several of the larger facilities like NBC Universal that are going to be coming out with movies that are going to be going out into the theaters. They're going to put them available online for people to download same day as when they were going to be released in the theaters.
That's awesome.
This is something a lot of people have been asking for a long time regardless. Willing to be able to pay that extra amount to be able to watch it on the premiere day, but from the comfort of their own home without having to go out. But now things like The Hunt, The Invisible Man, Emma, Trolls, World Tour, those are some of the ones they're mentioning that will be able to be rented from home.
That's great, though.
March 20th is a couple different of those movies, and then April 10th. And so, you know, that's there's a lot of these things like that out there that places are modifying the way they do business already. And, you know, there's a lot of, we're so technology driven that, you know, there's going to be a big push for a lot of these companies that were kind of waiting.
Right.
They might be showing up with some big changes. There's already a ton of CEOs that are quitting.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
Wow. You know, what's great about that is, like, I know there's a lot of people that are sitting there going, like, when are we able to, like, with all the movies that are coming out, right? All the movies that are set to come out, they're all pushing their dates later and later and later. So I'm wondering, I wonder what movies they're actually going to premiere during this quarantine time, during this time. Because, I mean, even like movies like the Fast and Furious franchise is pushing their thing. The James Bond movie is being pushed. All these movies are being pushed. So it's like, when does, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How is that gonna benefit us if all the heavy hit movies that we are waiting for aren't gonna be out? We ain't gonna see that. You know what I'm saying?
The other thing to keep in mind is that it's not just the movie releases that are being delayed. Production is halted on all TV shows and all movies, basically. So your premiere dates for movies that haven't come out yet are going to be delayed because nobody's filming anything.
Yeah. SNL just said that they're going to stop doing all shows right now too.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So it's out there. You guys see that the Pope is going to be doing Easter Mass with no attendance? So I guess just streamed online.
Yeah.
But there's also concerns because the Pope is sick. They don't know if it's coronavirus.
Yeah.
But there was an attendee that was at one of the masses a few weeks ago. And obviously, every time the Pope comes and speaks, there is a very large crowd that gathers.
Yeah.
At very close quarters. And, you know, that's a big concern. But I guess the Pope went around, walking around Rome and prayed at a couple different churches yesterday.
He got it.
You know, I don't know how big an effect it is, and how many people have been.
He got the corona. He got the coronavirus. I'm absolutely like.
You think?
I'm sold on it. Yeah, I think he's got coronavirus for sure. I think he does. Yeah. Yeah, because he's been having the flu for a while now. Yeah. He's been having the flu for 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
The flu for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Shaniqua just said something I thought it was funny on YouTube. She said, "I'm gonna watch me some old school Jerry Springer and giggle." I think that's a brilliant idea. Jerry, I'm serious. Pull up some old school Jerry Springer.
Is go check out the 5,000 hours of backlog videos that the Pascal show has.
Even better. Hey, why don't you do that too? Check it out. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're gonna go into a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Bye. You're gonna perform tonight.
I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is gonna leave and go somewhere else so we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, "I love Pascal" on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Imagination. Image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Nowhere will you find more selection, greater style, or a more colorful collection of the finest mink, chinchilla, fox, and sable coats, jackets, wraps, and accessories than the Fur Center. Now until January 7th, save up to 80% off. Stop in today for the best selection.
You're watching Pascal in the Morning. Welcome back.
It's tripping. Okay, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It really means a lot. We're still back at it with my people here, with my crew, with my peeps and everything. Hold up, guys. This thing's tripping hard. So there we are, back at it again. Everyone's back at it again. So let me know, tell me a little bit about what you were just saying, Jack. During the break, we were just talking about something. Just drop that knowledge real quick.
So the International Olympic Committee is going to hold a conference call tomorrow to discuss coronavirus and whether the IOC members can find a way to profit off it, basically. Oh wait, no, that's not right. They want to discuss the virus.
Okay.
And whether or not they need to cancel or postpone the Olympics. So the big thing about that, it's 129 days away.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of time to get the whole virus under control, and especially to host the world's largest sporting event. So a lot of people that are involved right now want to say that there's no way they can cancel the amount of money that's already gone into it for prep.
Right.
How could that all be recovered? They're talking about maybe delaying it. That might be the best option.
Because James on
2021 Olympics.
Yeah, because James on YouTube just said the Olympics will get canceled. I don't think it's going to get. I wouldn't say it would get canceled so much, but I think that it would be definitely postponed, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think that they've ever had a.
They have. They've canceled the Olympics like 3 times in the past, mainly due to war.
Just because of war.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Huh.
When was the last time? Do you have that in front of you? Like, do you know when the last time was they canceled one?
Yeah.
I'm up for you. Here we go. So the 1944 Summer Olympics are canceled due to World War II.
James is right on top of it. He's like, yo, World War II. So.
Yeah.
And then Shaniqua, and then Shaniqua was asking if Easter is going to be canceled too.
Well,
I mean the actual ceremonies of St. Patty's Day. St. Patty's Day is sort of canceled, but it still went down. You can't deny the fact that St. Patty's Day was this past weekend. You know what I mean? But it was still kind of canceled. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
I think that there can't be any Easter egg hunts. That'd be too many people in one spot, right?
Facts, for sure.
So that's a big part. What about, also going to church? There's too many people in one spot. Especially if they're saying that you shouldn't be around more than 10 people at a time now.
Yeah.
Right.
I think most of the things like you're saying earlier that need, all the church events and things like that need to go online.
Yep.
Time for some members to tie some money and buy a webcam.
Right. No kidding. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then, isn't St. Patty's Day tomorrow? Technically, St. Patty's Day is tomorrow.
St. Patty's Day is tomorrow, yes.
Most things we're all done already with it.
Oh, wow. So everyone's going to be getting drunk as hell by themselves tomorrow at home. There better not be some domestic violence calls, y'all. Y'all better be safe and smart and not be stupid. Drinking irresponsibly and being stupid. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
1916 Summer Olympics got canceled too because of World War I.
Right.
In the 1940 Summer Olympics, they were ultimately canceled due to the outbreak of World War II. So yeah, all war stuff previously. Now this is the first time to be canceled
because of
a pandemic.
Well, you think about the Olympics back then, there's no way it cost as much to put on an Olympics in 1944 as it does now.
No way.
They're going to take a bath on this if if it gets canceled, with all the stadiums and event spaces they would have had to have built for this, as well as all the infrastructure and hotels, and they're going to take a huge bath on this.
Explain. I'm sorry. I've never heard of taking a bath in a negative connotation before in my whole entire life. So do you mind just inquiring minds want to know what the hell does taking a bath mean? Please.
Okay, I'll look it up for you on Google.
Now you're gonna look it up for me? Now you're gonna look it up for me. Thank you. Look it up for me because I'm confused. Taking a bath. They're gonna take a bath on this. Let me tell you. What the hell is that, man?
Suffer a heavy financial loss.
Taking a bath is what again?
It is taking a severe financial loss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I've never heard of that before in my life. Just to be straight funky with you, never heard of that. Taking a bath. They're gonna take a bath on it. What the? Okay. Okay, fine. Shoot, I hope they don't take a bath. I'm sorry, I'm not messing with you, man. You didn't invent that phrase. If you did, I would be burying you to the ground. But it's okay. Where was that phrase from? Is that like some old phrase type stuff? Like, you know, hey, honey, let me get my martini and my glass of milk and my T-bone steak, honey. That kind of thing?
No.
They're gonna take a bath on this one. Wow, 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 wow. I don't know. I'm sorry. We have to laugh a little bit. Anyway.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm just Googling here trying to figure out where that turn of phrase came from, but it's no.
That's some funny stuff. Well, you know, you live and you learn. You live and you learn, for sure. Oh man. Well,
so
go ahead.
I saw a trending thing on here talking about that some of the best advice is coming from the CEO of Nasty Pigs. It's a fetish gay website.
Excuse me?
And
don't act like you're not familiar with it, Jack. Come on.
Yeah, he's like, it's
what is this?
You better stop lying, man. Just come out. Just come out, man.
Yeah.
Just come out with it.
And so basically, he just is coming out, and everyone's saying that he's giving better advice than the president is, because he's just saying things like centuries of overcoming persecution are fused into our collective DNA, and we have a long history of surviving despite much greater challenges than this. You know, he hates to say it, but he ain't the last time that stuff like this is going to happen. But good news, if anyone knows how to pick the fan up, clear her off, and turn her fiercely once the dust settles, it's us. So, you know, it's pretty funny finding the people that people usually don't look to get, reassurance from, are coming out of the woodwork when some of the top leadership is kind of lackluster. So.
Fairly lackluster.
Yeah.
To be completely honest. Well, that's interesting. Go check out that site. I'm sure it's very educational.
Very educational.
Totally kidding. Don't do it.
No, don't do
I mean,
it.
unless you're into that.
Yeah.
Unless you're into that. Unless you bat for.
At least that.
Hey, if you bat for that team, go on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, I bet. I bet you're enjoying every single nook and cranny. Anyway, so those are the things that are going on so far, guys. You know, we're gonna be wrapping this up now. So we do got to get going, but I do have Allison Mace, owner of Sauce Magazine, calling in tomorrow, doing a Skype interview with us tomorrow on our 9 a.m. show. You know, she's just basically talking about like ways for restaurants to still generate income and still be able to survive during this time. So we'll be talking with her for a little bit. There's going to be a couple other people, including these crazy two guys that are up there above me right now as we speak. You know, they're going to be coming in, spitting out some knowledge and all of that good stuff. But Anyway, I just wanted to say big thank you to everybody who came back to tune in at 5. It really means a lot. I'm going to try doing these kind of like 9 and 5 type shows, you know, 1 in the morning where we're just giving you all the facts, everything that's going on, playing a few games, just have a few laughs, and then, you know, a quick hour and a half little thing on at 5 where we just kind of do another recap of what's going on and what has gone on throughout the day. So if you're enjoying this, definitely please give us a bunch of thumbs up, a bunch of likes, a bunch of love. If you're watching us on Facebook, please click that like button on our Facebook page. That will really mean a lot. All right, share this feed. We're going to be doing more of these every single day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and at 5 p.m. now as well. So be sure to tune in, be a part of the chaos, be a part of the madness, be a part of the circus called the Pascal Show. Jack and Tommy, thank you so much for tuning in and being in today. It really means a lot. You know what I mean? You know I love you guys. You know?
Man. Keep washing your hands.
Yeah. Wash your damn hands, y'all.
So
wash
to
your
get
damn
it clear,
hands.
I be working at 9 and at 5 instead of from 9 to 5?
Precisely.
Precisely.
Dead on. You know what I mean? Working at 9 and at 5 instead of working 9 to 5. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. Keeping it creative and keeping it funky and fun. That's what the Pascal Show is all about. Anyway, we got to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. I'm going to be like your mom. You know what I'm saying? Wash your damn hands. Go. Did you wash your hands? Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Anyway, we got to get going. Much love to you guys. Stay safe. Stay clean. Stay healthy out there. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Much love to you guys. Bye.
I'm sorry, I can't make this interview boring because this man is too exciting as a host. And I'm truly saying this, and if y'all can't do this, me and this man here is going to leave and go somewhere else where we can get some love. I want everyone in the building to say, I love Pascal on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest of fur and leather goods.
IDEX Media does a lot. From IDEX Photography to IDEX Films. We help create forever memories and forever impressions. Imagination, image a world. IDEX Media.
Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby.
Nowhere will you find more selection, greater style, or a more colorful collection of the finest mink, chinchilla, fox, and sable coats, jackets, wraps, and accessories than the Fur Center. Now until January 7th, save up to 80% off. Stop in today for the best selection.